Axie Infinity is the biggest cryptocurrency game on the planet. It's probably the most influential project in this space, and they just announced it is time. Season 19 is here. So, in case anyone is not aware of how this works, when you look on the leaderboard, you'll see it says Season 19, remaining time 40 days. I have not played a game yet. I'm currently in below 2 millionth place, so 2 million people have already played ahead of me, or I don't know, maybe not. I'm tied for that. I don't know. But basically, an Axie season is about a month and a half long, and they happen with about a month in between. Before season 19 was actually the biggest break in between seasons ever. It was about 2 months between season 18 and season 19. And one other thing to take note of is that the leaders, the top players on the leaderboard, will receive pretty substantial rewards. The top 1,000 players all get a cut of this $400,000 valued prize pool of AXS tokens. AXS is the governance token of Axie. It's worth about $150 per token right now. The market cap of AXS is like 9 billion, getting close to 10 billion. So seeing a new season launch, it's exciting for professional Axie players, aspiring Axie players, content creators, and it also came with a ton of balance adjustments. That's really something that I want to focus on in this video, maybe burying the lead a little bit. Some serious balance adjustments have happened here. So they said in this post, we know you've all been eagerly awaiting a balancing patch. We made some changes, and here's the info. So this is one hell of a graphic. This is the kind of thing where, for me, we're going to get into it. I've already looked at it. I've figured out. I've taken a look. But when I first looked at this, I'm just like, oh, no. Spreadsheets. No, not like this. I'm not like, I respect a lot of the different aspects of the skills that are involved in this space. Personally, I'm not a financial trader by nature. I actually like to study some math as an adult. It makes me feel smarter, but I'm not great at mathematics. This stuff always makes my head hurt. Nonetheless, I took a look at this, and let me say right off the bat, I think most stuff didn't get affected too much. We're going to talk about how poison teams got nerfed into the ground because of grass snake, which was actually something that every single high-level player that I talked to, or that I watched a stream, or just anyway heard what they said, every single high-level player was agreeing that poison would get nerfed, so that's not a surprise. But some other stuff is a little bit surprising. So I'd say the biggest one, we'll break down some of this stuff. First off, they nerfed Anemone. This is a personal one. Oh, look what they did to my boy. Look what they did. 35 shield. Oh, it used to be 40. It's a really small nerf. This is still the best Goda, or this is the best Anemone, by the way. I fucking love this. Piercing sound and tail slap, Goda and Nemo with the Anemone parts. This has been the bug part's just a coincidence. It's just the cheapest one that was available. But damn, this has been a fun Axie to play with. Anyway, I got hit with some nerfs. I got hit with the bird nerf post flight. Let's get into it. How do we break this down for you in a couple of minutes and get to the key points? Let's start by talking about Grass Snake. Okay, so Grass Snake is the name. Every move in Axie has two names. This is one of those things for people who haven't been playing for too long. It's like, fuck, what is Nemo? What is Goda? What is Grass Snake? Basically, Venom Spray or Grass Snake, same move. It's the tail. So this green tail right here, this little tail, it's a very strong move, especially before the nerf. It was insanely strong. 0 cost, 20 attack, 30 shield, and it used to apply 2 poison. So it went from applying 2 poison to applying 1 poison. You're applying half as many poison stacks per hit. This card was so strong, and now it's just not. And so this is a total floor Axie. This actually looks okay if someone was like building an absolute floor team, but this is definitely not a. Oh yeah, someone did buy it. Shout outs to this guy. Congratulations on the sale. That move got nerfed into the ground. Let's look at some other new moves that got really nerfed here. So Risky Fish is one that I noticed. A lot of scholars playing in the 1100 to 1500, 1100 to 1700 range. Risky Fish, this is a very common scholar build. So those of you who are scholars, you're gonna recognize this because it's quite possibly exactly what you have. This is actually, I'm trying to remember the names of all 4 moves. Swift Escape. This is actually the exact aqua that I used for almost 6 months straight when I was a scholar before I graduated and started to own my own axies. Give it a second. I'm sure the marketplace is getting absolutely slammed. Soon enough, we'll start doing some editing and cut out these little slow moments. If we can't pull it up, okay, we're good. I was going to say we could just pull up a photo of the move. Come on, just give me this one more page. One more page needs to load. I know. You guys the server is getting destroyed. Come on, there we go. Thank you. Apply attack plus. Shout outs to anyone who's watching this far. If you were there for the server apocalypse 6 months ago when the Axie servers were fucking almost dead for a few weeks, shout outs to everybody who remembers that. The page is not loading. Doesn't even phase me anymore. So fish hook. This used to do 110 damage, right? Or it used to do both Swift Escape and fish hook got nerfed. This used to do 110, and this actually used to do 115. So this scholar Axie, like literally some of my scholars have this Axie. And this gets some shit because it doesn't have any beast parts, pure aquas. Indez made a video why pure aquas are losing you. I think it was pure Nemo aquas were losing you SLP. Look, it's this is definitely a floor Axie. The problem with this one is it's got really low speed. For the record, my scholars have 57 speed. I'm actually kind of curious. Let's look one more thing before we move on. 57 is the highest speed you can have with this move set. Oh, it took off all my parts. God damn it. I don't know if this is worth it. You know what? This is loading pretty slow. All right, so we'll get out of there. But anyway, so aqua parts got nerfed a little bit. There's an adjustment to the way stats work that we'll talk about in a minute. Let's go look for a few more. Rosebud got buffed. That makes me happy. Rosebud is a plant card. Feel free to ask any questions in the comments, by the way. This is, I'm not, like, super organized. I don't have, like, a spreadsheet of, like, slideshow of every move. That actually would have been kind of sick. Maybe next time this happens, I'll make a spreadsheet, and I'll put all the old cards next to the new cards, and we'll go through them. That would have been a really good one. I'm not going to, like, take hours to do it now. I'm already recording. Next time we do a balance patch, I'll try to do that. I'll try to have, like, a slideshow handy. Rosebud is called Healing Aroma. It used to have 40 shield. Now it has 50. You can see, I think the main thing here, these are small changes, right? The Aqua moves went from 110 damage to 105, 115 to 105. Healing Aroma, Rosebud goes from 40 shield to 50 shield, otherwise unchanged. Anemone, the healing moves called Anemone moves on a certain type of Aqua Axie, they got reduced by 5 shield each. And the fact that the Anemone has less shield is sort of counterbalanced by the fact that Risky Fish and Swift Escape, two of the offensive Aqua moves, those got nerfed on attack power. So less shield for the defense moves, less attack for the attack moves. That actually is probably about the same against other Aquas. It'll be a little weaker against beasts, plants, reptiles, and the occasional bug. One other big one to talk about, then we're going to move on to the next part. We're going to talk about the crit formula update. First, the one other one, actually, that I did notice. Antenna got nerfed pretty heavy. Oh, no, it didn't. It got nerfed. Yeah, see, these are all small. Actually, no, these are all small changes. Antenna got nerfed by 10 defense. One more that I want to point out explicitly is post-fight. So this is my Smart Shot Bird. I've been loving this thing. I was just climbing. I took a lesson with Virgil, who's a really, really good player, like a top 1,000 player. I bought this team. I was just climbing. Then they reset the rankings for season 19. I'm still stoked about it. I'm just climb again. But yeah, all out shot. It used to do 120 damage. Now it does 110. It's still a fucking insane card. 30% of the Axie's damage dealt to itself. 110 damage for no energy. Zero cost cards are generally the strongest cards in the game. It is no coincidence that this zero cost got nerfed. That Grass Snake, that poison move, got heavily nerfed. Grass Snake got the hardest nerf by far of anything. I'm also, Ronin, the single impact, the critical, Ronin Imp Beast, got a little attack buff along with Imp itself. The Beast Ronin Imp combo got buffed. Kind of sad that I sold that. Yeah, well, next time, either next time or maybe tomorrow I'll do a better video. We'll see. Probably just wait until season 20, but we'll try to do a little more organized look at the balance changes. I'm just getting into the flow with this new channel, but hopefully that gave you a taste of the changes that are happening. Let's talk about one more thing before we wrap this video up. The crit formula has updated. Okay, so let's go back to the marketplace for a second. Advanced web browser technology. I just need to look at literally any Axie if we can get this to load. Hello? Okay, so if you look at the stats, we got health, speed, skill, and morale. Health is how much health you have. Speed is how fast you go. Great video, Flux. Morale is how likely you are to get a critical attack that successfully crits. And then skill, I think it's how much damage you do when you crit. Like, skill is a really, I literally forget. I've looked it up and I forget. I mean, it's changed now. What does Axie skill do? I literally don't even exactly remember because it barely ever did anything. Skill adds bonus damage. Oh, right. Okay. Let's not even worry about it. Combo attacks, when you play multiple cards per turn, skill gives you extra bonus damage. It's such a small effect. Yeah. And that's why Dawn Axies have been the least valuable. You'll see plenty of Dusks. You'll see plenty of mechs, like Beast mechs, Reptile Plant Dusks. You see almost no Dawns because the skill stat has been underwhelming. Which is, so they changed the way this works, and let's just read it. It's very simple. One of the largest areas of feedback we've received is that critical strikes were too random and too often decided the course of games. We believe the root cause for this was that axies with high speed and HP, and that is specifically aquas, by the way. They didn't say aquas, or as my Philippine scholars call them, fish axies. Those are the fish. The fish are the high speed and HP. It's specifically what aquas are, because birds have much lower HP to go with the high speed. So the root cause was that aquas and anything else that has that combo have a higher average of cards played per game. That's actually interesting. I wouldn't have guessed that. I believe them. I know they're using a ton of data. I wouldn't have, I don't know. That surprises me a little bit. That meant despite critting less frequently as a percentage of cards played, they were still critting too much relative to the morale as they had more opportunities. And again, morale, which is 27, that's extremely low. It's supposed to mean it doesn't crit very often. But they're saying because aquas play more cards on average. I don't know why that is. I mean, just because they're so strong? I don't know. More zero cost cards. I mean, Nemo, Tail Slap, it's a zero cost card. It's like the only one that Aqua has. I don't know. But that's what they said. So to address this, they've made bonus damage on critical strikes dependent on morale. So that's what I thought it might have already done. So that's what it does now. Okay, so instead of affecting combos, so you play 3 cards in the same turn and it gives you a little extra juice, instead of that, it's when you get a critical strike, morale. Oh, skill's not changing. Oh, fuck. Skill's not changing. They're only changing morale. Oh, I thought they changed. Oh, no, skill. All right. I'm sorry, guys. Getting a little bit tangled up. Morale affects the amount of bonus damage from criticals. And skill has been juiced up. Okay. So morale that is low means that when an aqua gets a crit, it will now do substantially less bonus damage from that crit. So if someone crits you with their fucking star shuriken, it's not going to be as much of a bonus. Skill, which is this stat, got buffed so that when you play multiple cards per turn, you will get a larger bonus. There it is. I'm sorry for the confusion in the last minute or two. Starting soon, I'm going to be pulling these videos into the video editor. I'll cut out moments like that. We'll start cleaning these up. It's like literally day 3 of me starting to get into this every day, 6 days a week crypto video schedule. So bear with me. But I hope that was helpful. Axie Arena Season 19, updates, balance patches, leaderboard prizes, stat adjustments. I tried to give you a nice, understandable summary of all of it. Please let me know in the comments. What do you think about these updates? Are you excited for Season 19? Any feedback on the videos? I don't promise that I'll change anything, but I'm always listening. If you have a good idea, maybe I will change something. So feedback is accepted. And that's pretty much all I got. So thanks a lot, everybody. Have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace!